Good dawning and welcome to the Isis Oracle card for the 29th of May, or whenever this timeless message finds you. My name is Josh with the Mr. Floyd Channelings channel. I channel Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain. Sorry for this being a little late. I had a one-on-one session this morning that ran a little long. We have a live channeling tonight, and I will post a link underneath. I'll pin it to the comments, and I'll post it in the description. There's a live channeling tonight on the Medium channel with Adam Bernstein, and that's at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. So I hope to see you in the chat. Again, on Adam's, the Medium channel. I'll have a link in this video here. And yeah, we did a live channeling on Tuesday as well, and that is up if you did not get a chance to watch that. If you're new here, please like and subscribe. And if you want a one-on-one session with Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain, that'll be listed in the description. Just email me at mrfloydchannelings@gmail.com. All right, so we pulled a card for today. We pre-pull a card, because otherwise, we'll center that here. It could take a minute, or I could be shuffling out cards that we've had this week, or last week for a couple of minutes, which I've done too. All right, but if we're shuffling out the same card, that means the lesson wasn't learned, or it's still in the collective. So keep that in mind. I may start letting you know which cards have come up, but not redo them so that you can know that this is still floating in the collective. How's that? All right, so today's card is the Goddess of 10,000 Names, Isis, Endless Emanations of the Priestess. I've had this before, but it's been quite a while, so there's a reason it flipped out, and it popped out like within 2 seconds. So it was very loud and very clear. Isis with many names forms associations and expressions. Isis with many names forms associations and expressions. There we go. It is referred to as the Goddess of 10,000 Names. A name holds power. It defines and energizes our limits. The names, faces, and roles that you play are just one part of your being, yet you exist beyond them. Beloved Initiate is a vast being. You are currently realizing that you are not limited by previous identities you held, and instead, you are becoming more of your whole self. Enjoy the uncovering of even more of you. Just like Lady Isis, you are a multifaceted, multidimensional being. It is most helpful at this phase in your path that you learn not to attach to roles or identities as they may have once held great importance for you or others relating to you. It does not mean that you must cease to relate to that name or role more than you are realizing it is only a part of you. There is even more of you wishing to express itself now. The roles you are needing to move beyond might be mother, executive, healer, good person, strong person, always in control, daughter, teacher or guru, grandmother, and so on. There is nothing wrong with these roles, as they may still express a part of your vast self through which such roles, but you are at a significant point in your inner development where you are learning that these are not who you are, but simply expressions of the eternal, endless self, uncontrollable by any human descriptions. It can be tricky to avoid getting stuck in the roles that others prescribe for you or expect of you, and yet your self-definition will become wider, and your experience of yourself will be more real and fulfilling if you are open to discovering more of you, beyond the person you have considered yourself to be up until now. For this to happen, you must be willing to allow the many and varied faces of your being, your 10,000 names, to begin to emerge into your awareness, to realize that you are more than you are currently imagining yourself to be. This opens up tremendous freedom of choice and possibility in life. This can be both exhilarating and terrifying. Trust that the self, in essence, divine love, and there is great joy in unfoldment. Even if there are challenges, to let go of the fears that have held us trapped in certain roles and identities at times. The call to let go of old identity is very strong, leading you to this oracle at this time, when a new, more fulfilling and truthful sense of identity awaits you. Any fear or struggle that you go through to allow this to happen, beloved, will be spiritually repaid to you multiple times, multiplied in so many ways. There is nothing to lose except old limitations, and so much wonder and joy to be gained. This oracle also indicates that there is a spiritual name waiting for you on the inner planes. This name may come from various spiritual traditions, as a name of a deity or a sacred mantra, or it could be an actual name that you can sound out and use in meditation or sacred temple activities with spiritual groups. This name may also simply be a note, an inner awareness of a sound, and it can be sourced by going into your heart, almost felt more than heard or spoken. The spiritual name is coming to you to help you deepen your connection with yourself. Like any other identity, it's just a representation for time. You do not need to pack up your old life in search of an entirely new one unless your heart deeply guides you with peace and neutrality. That is what is needed to do for your spiritual growth. More often than not, what the spiritual name offers you is a chance to begin to lose your grip on your old identity. Not throw it away completely and sense yourself in a more expanded light. Whether you consciously and easily receive your spiritual name in meditation or dream state, or through a healing or conversation with another initiate, or whether it remains a mystery, trust that it is in your heart, calling you to recognize more of your true self. If you have already had a spiritual name, if you already have a spiritual name, this oracle is guidance to not become too attached to that identity either. Names are ways of knowing a being, but they are not the being. This can be hard for us to take on board in a culture that loves to label and therefore understand everything. For the initiate, however, accepting mystery is part of the spiritual journey into the divine self. If you have felt constrained by a role, name, or identity and are wishing for assistance and growth beyond it, or if you have sensed a new role or identity calling you into greater expression and would love some help in that growth, this oracle indicates that help you need is already within you, urging your growth from within. Ritual of the Spirit Name. Rest quietly in a space where you will not be disturbed and close your eyes. Follow your breath into your heart space and be aware of a vast space there. Rest in that space. Say, I open to receive in unconditional love the spiritual name that'll help me this day as I grow into conscious realization of more of my vast divine self. Be in your heart and imagine that through the vastness of the inner space and light and sound is weaving towards you in a unique pattern of color, movement, and geometry. You may hear, sense, or feel or perceive a name, sound, or pattern, or it may be happening beneath the level of your conscious awareness, which is just fine too. Just let it come to you as obviously or subtly as it wishes to, for this will serve you best. Imagine the pattern, vibration, name, or sound, or light drawing effortlessly into your heart and feeling the essence of the pattern, name, sound, light, or vibration. This is a gift from your divine essence. Don't analyze it, just allow it to flow. Whatever does or does not happen obviously is perfect for you. Once you are fully connected with your heart, think thank you, and when you are ready, just open your eyes. Incantation of the Endless Goddess. The prayer will help you evoke a spiritual name if you wish to receive one. Just be open to how the name can come to you. It might be through an unexpected sources where you would just know that the name is for you at this time. Be in your heart and trust your intuitive recognition of the name will come to you at the perfect time and in the perfect way for you. The incantation below will help to shift and release the identities and forms that serve you no longer to be replaced by new identities and forms that will help you grow spiritually. Om Isis, Om Maha Isis, Isis of 10,000 nominations. Om Isis, Maha Isis, Isis of endless emanation. I live my true self in all its glory. I now release outdated story. I let go of who I used to be. I let go of my history. I step forward into a new, blossoming beyond identity. I receive the name of myself newborn. I now let go all that is outworn. Om Isis, Om Maha Isis, Isis of 10,000 names and more. Om Isis, Maha Isis, bless me with self-knowledge pure. All right, there we go. It's the Isis Oracle card for the 29th of May, or whenever this timeless message finds you. Again, I will be live tonight in 8 hours on the medium. Well, actually, yeah, I guess it would be 8 o'clock your time, 6 o'clock my time, 6 hours because it's only noon here. So 6 hours, I will be on the Medium channel going live. So there we go. There's the link in the comments, and there should be, I'll pin one there, and I'll pin one in the description as well. I hope to see you in the chat. Otherwise, remember, I love you. Isis loves you. Kuan Yin loves you. White Buffalo Calf Woman loves you. Everything that you do or don't do creates your universe. And if you're not there, every trapped emotion that you allow to be released and feel, or feel and release, takes you closer to the light body where you can create with ease, or at least a lot more ease. Stay awesome. Stay beautiful. Remember, everything you do creates you. See you tonight.